Welcome back to Just Scribble. You may have seen on Instagram that I am in the process of setting up a B6 size or mini happy planner size disc-bound planner. I'm setting this up or testing it out for two purposes. One, or the primary purpose, is to give myself an on-the-go sort of planner and notes section for social media, so that when I go to work, for example, if I'm going to be editing a video at lunchtime, or I want to make notes on a video or tags or what have you, I don't have to carry my classic size happy planner with me because it does get kind of bulky and heavy, and I really just don't need to carry it around with me all the time. And so it would give me a place to keep that information. And then currently I am carrying a skinny classic size happy planner that I've been using to take notes when my mother-in-law has her doctor's appointments with her oncologist. And so I would use a piece of the notebook for those notes instead of carrying that skinny classic, because this is a little bit smaller and it is really my size, since I do use a B6 Stylogy for my planner, and so it's kind of the same size as that, and so it just kind of goes nicely with it. But the other reason is because I have plans for my 2021 planner lineup, one of which includes a new setup for health and wellness. And although I'm going to be starting out in one system for that, I want a backup in case it doesn't work for some reason. And so the backup would be using this for that also. And so it would have a section for my social media, just for notes and things like that. It would have a section for health and wellness, and then it would have a section for notes or doctor appointment notes for my mother-in-law. So that's kind of the purpose of it, just because these are things that I don't want in my Stylogy in my regular planner, and I kind of like to keep them separate. And it allows me to take pages in and out easily. And so if I take notes from her meeting, I can remove them, throw them away, do whatever with them. And if I make a to-do list for my channel, I can make scrap notes and not worry about my handwriting or how it looks or how organized it is or unorganized. And then I can transfer them when I get home or over the weekend into my actual social media planner. And so it's kind of using it a little bit for scrap paper, and then also potentially for health and wellness. But I wanted to make sure that this size in the Discbound system would work out for me before I committed to it. So I bought a Happy Notes, which is what this is, for around $6. And I started out with that. It came with 3 tabs. This is the first tab. Let's see. This is the second tab. And this is the third. And then it came with some filler paper in it that has really faint dotted lines and some yellow down the center. And so I started out with this to kind of test it out, and then I used some printables and added some other things that I already had to it. So I added this little post-it note section here that I have from something else from the Happy Planner. And then I put printables from Row Designs, which is my favorite printable shop for my disc-bound planners. I put printables from her in here. The first one being this checklist printable, and I actually used my color dot marker and changed the color of the dots from the pink that comes on the printable to blue, because I just thought it was more subtle and more fun. And so this would be for tracking tags and things for videos, so when I have ideas I could write them down. And then I put 2 different layouts in here to test them out. I have a digital dash box from Planner Press, and I printed some vellum to kind of divide them and put post-it note tabs. And so I put a horizontal layout in it, and I decorated it for the week of October 31st, for the week of Halloween, to see what it could look like. And I put that on my Instagram if you wanted to see it as well. But I just used some stickers I had from Alicia Michelle AMXO, and some Happy Planner stickers and some dots from Mandolin Plans, and I made a little spread so that I could test it out and see how it worked that week if I needed an actual planner layout. And then I did another one in a vertical, and I did it for the same week. This one got a little bit sticker happy because I wanted to use all the stickers on this one sheet. It has a cute little skeleton. It has ghosts. It's full on Halloween, which which is one of our favorite holidays in my household. And so I did 2 different kind of mock-ups, and then I'm actually using a mock-up this week for my house because I am on vacation and there was some things I wanted to get done. And so I was testing out different ways that I could use these layouts. But ultimately, I do think this will work, and I do think I will be doing an actual setup in it, and that we will go through together. But I don't want to use the Happy Planner discs. They are not my favorite. And I also don't want to use the Happy Planner cover on it as my actual cover. This cover is actually quite pretty. It says grow your own way, and I like the silver foiling, but it is kind of just a laminated cover. And it's fine for like my extra papers and things, but I like something a little bit nicer for the one that I carry with me. And so I placed 2 orders. I placed one with Allie Brown and I placed one with Jane's Agenda, because I know Allie is using this size for her homeschool planner and has done some videos on it, and she offered some of the products she's used for hers with some of her artwork also. And so I ordered that from her, and then I had wanted to try out Jane's Agenda. Most of my Discbound planner stuff that I buy is from Planner Press. Planner Press is my go-to source for Discbound planner system accessories, and I do actually have some mini size dashboard tabs coming from them, but it'll be a while. But I wanted to try out other brands as well, and so May Paper is one that's based in Australia that I wanted to try out, and Jane's Agenda was another one, and so I went with Jane's Agenda for this one, and then the Allie Brown. So I'm going to open up and unbox both of these with you guys and just show you guys what I got, and then in a separate video we'll do like a setup of this B6 Discbound planner. This is the Jane's Agenda. It comes in a very pretty box. I should have shown you guys the front. It says hello, and it just has their information on there. And then it has a thank you card and a reminder to follow them on social media and share on social media. And then they wrap everything in this pretty tissue paper. So I'm going to open that up. Take this out. I think this is it. Yep. So what I bought from Jane's Agenda is a set of transparent sticky notes. I have these in colors and I love them, but I wanted to get some clear ones, so I just added them to my order because I was already ordering. And so they are just very nice, thick, almost like vellum Post-it notes. And I have some printable Post-it notes from Little Ida's notebook that I need to print, and so I thought these would be the perfect thing to print them on. So I did buy those and throw them into my order, but the main purpose for my order were these 2 covers. Now the reason that I bought covers from Jane's Agenda, and I actually also have a cover from Allie, is that if I do end up using this size for multiple purposes, it may end up getting too big and I may end up needing 2 of them. But I also like to keep my extra filler paper in a Discbound just because it keeps it nicer. And so if nothing else, I would have extra covers to do that, and I could change them out based on the season. And so I decided that I would get her covers because I fell in love with these, and also because they have a unique feature that I wanted to try out. So they open both of these up, and then I'll show you. Jane's Agenda has a ton of different cover choices. I need to get a piece of white paper so you guys can really see what these look like. So she does have a ton of different covers, but I fell in love with these sort of alcohol ink covers. I just thought they were gorgeous, and since I do dabble in alcohol ink, I thought they were quite appropriate and so pretty. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see it. I'll put the name of it down below right here so you guys can see what the name of the actual print is. But it is clear, and then it has this sort of watercolor effect, and I thought it was gorgeous. What I was super intrigued by in her covers is that you can opt to have this elastic closure added to it. So it has these little eyelets with elastic, and so when you put this on your Discbound planner, you can then use that elastic to keep your planner closed. That is probably one of the things about a Discbound planner that bothers me the most, is that it just kind of flops around in your bag. And so especially if you're carrying something small like this that you might toss into your purse or your tote, it's nice to know that it's going to stay closed and your pages inside aren't going to get messed up. And so this cover will allow it to stay closed all the time, which I think is super, super cool. And then let me show you the other one. So this is the other one, which is just bright colors of alcohol ink, which I think is so gorgeous. This is the one I fell in love with first. So, so, so pretty. And the color of your closure elastic is picked by them to coordinate. So this one has a lot of purples and so does that one. And so the color of the elastic is purple. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. I'm going to put this one on actually. If I were to take this cover off, just so you can see how this works, and put this one on. The other thing that I like about these covers, and the reason also that I bought Allie's cover, is that it's a little bit wider, so it protects your tabs. I love tabs and I tab everything, and so this cover sticks out farther than the Happy Planner cover, and so all my tabs in there will be protected, and I could even put a pen loop in there and it would also keep my pen protected. But that is what it would look like with the elastic closure, so my notebook won't come apart. And then if you wanted to make it stand out even more, then I could put a piece of vellum or paper back behind it like that. Or I could make my first tabbed dashboard be something that was lighter, and then that color would pop on the outside. So that is how their covers work, and then how the elastic closure works, which I thought was super, super cool. I haven't seen that by any other makers, and so I was excited to try that out. So those are the covers that I got from Jane's Agenda, but then I ordered from Allie also, because Allie is awesome, and her videos and her usage and her setup is just gorgeous, and so I really wanted to get her products as well, but mostly because I wanted to get her artwork. All right, so from Allie I got a clear cover. It is a frosted cover, and this is significantly thicker than most of the other brands, so it is super, super nice. And like the Jane's Agenda, it is larger, so it doesn't come out quite as far as the Jane's Agenda, but pretty close, and so it covers and protects your tabs. And then it is see-through, so you could layer things underneath of it and you'd still be able to see them. So even if I wanted to still use this Happy Planner cover, I could put that under it and diffuse how it looks. And then it wouldn't get fingerprints either, because this is frosted and it doesn't get fingerprints, whereas this laminated one does. So if I decided I liked this for like November for harvest, I could use that and I could layer it like that. And I think it's super, super pretty. So I bought her clear cover. And then I bought transparencies with her artwork on it. I went back and forth on whether I wanted to order transparencies or if I wanted to order vellum, because she had both. But ultimately I went for the transparencies because the colors are just a little bit more vibrant. So I'm going to open up my planner and show you guys what this would look like. These are not punched. She sells them unpunched, so I can actually put these into my Stylogy, or I can tip them in to my A5. I can put them anywhere I want, but they're B6 size and they are clear. And so once I punch them, it would make a sort of tip in over my planner or over my tabs. And so it came with different designs for each set, 4 different designs in each set, and I bought both sets. So this is 2 of the designs. And this is the other 2 from that set. These were sold out last I checked, but they will be restocking. So you can put them where they are like the more matte finish on the outside or the shiny, and I like the shiny, like that. And then this is their signature style florals, which I think are just gorgeous. So you could even layer them over your planner page or a journaling page. And then these are the last 2. Those go really well together. It's like a combo. So that was my order from Allie. I ordered the transparencies and the clear cover, and then my order from Jane's Agenda for some covers. I am going to be switching out the discs. Usually I use Disc Agenda discs from Doki Books, and I will probably do the same, but I do have some discs actually that arrived from AliExpress that are in my office. So when I get to pick those up, I will see if I like those better. They're purple, so I would probably use them if I was using the Jane's Agenda cover, and then the other ones were black that I like the best from Doki Books, and so I would probably use black and or purple. So that is my order from each shop. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm going to pick a floral to put over this. Actually, let's put one of the, like that. Let's see. So I can just show you guys kind of what I got. You can see the two covers from Jane's Agenda, the transparencies from Allie, and the covers from Allie. So those are my orders, and you can actually layer these under the covers as well, like that. So that is my two orders and a little update on why I am toying with the B6 size or mini happy planner size disc bound planner. If you have any questions about any of the items or about my setup or anything else, please don't hesitate to comment below. I will be doing a separate video where I go through the full setup once I've got it all figured out, and we will maybe set it up together if that's something you guys would like. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future videos, and don't forget to just scribble.